Welcome back to the Crestline portion of tonight's Coach's Corner East. We're at the Pizza Hut in Galleon, and we're on the 19th of January, 2022. So glad to have you aboard tonight. The show's brought to you in part by Lee Plymouth and Brad Seibert at the Plymouth Insurance Group, Galleon and Bucyrus, North Central State College, Mansfield, and the Crawford Success Center, North Walnut Street, across from the courthouse in Bucyrus, and Phil and Sue Schreck at Phil's Deli, just east of the Pizza Hut, here in Galleon. And it's head girls basketball coach Lance Hood, and a lot of his team members here tonight. And Coach Hood, if you pick up the microphone there, we'll get started here. And thanks for coming out tonight. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Always good to see you, Mike.
Yeah, how's life treating you with the winter weather? Got a couple days off this week. The girls did, and
well, no, I just recovered from COVID not too long ago.
Oh my gosh, are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. My brother has it.
Oh my goodness.
And he's got a ruptured Achilles.
Oh no.
He's not in the best of shape right now.
Well, it's good to see you up and going and getting after it. So, looking kind of at some past games here, going back, because it's been a while since we spoke, but gosh, right before the end of the year, a tough loss to Mount Gilead down the road, and then you followed that up with Hillsdale, another loss that was on the road, and that you've been a lot of road warriors lately because there's like 5 games in a row. Those are both non-league games, and of course you want to try to win every game, but non-leagues, I guess, don't hurt as much as the leagues themselves. But were there anything particular in those 2 games that kind of stood out to you?
I think, because I had COVID, Coach Zapes actually took that Hillsdale game.
Okay.
But when I got the chance to watch it, it was some clarity. It was some clarity about where we are as a team currently, skill level, just certain things. And, like I said, I will always say this. I have the greatest group of girls, and I guarantee, and I'll challenge anybody to challenge that with me. Because, they're great girls. They do the right thing in school. I never hear about them. But we have to start splitting our time during the off season. There's a lot that we have to improve on, that we've improved on. We've improved a lot during the season. I know our record doesn't reflect that at this time, but there's been a significant improvement, and we just have to keep that momentum going. And that's just where we are. I mean,
so maybe to say if it's at this level now, you need to take this next jump and get up to that level.
Every game from now on has to be a jump to the next level going forward. And I believe they can do it. They showed signs last night. We had a tough one last night where the team, we played them at first. We played Temple Christian earlier this season, and they kind of wiped the floor with us. We're putting their other players in, and then last night we took it down to the wire. We were in the game to about the last minute. We end up losing the game by 10.
Yeah.
And that's all you can ask. You can't sit up there and ask for, super miracles or anything like that. They played hard, and I always say 32 minutes. Play hard for 32 minutes. They gave us 28 last night. So, our goal as a team is to play hard for 32 minutes and try to do the right things. And I think once we establish that culture in Crestline, we're going to be fine. Because I'm a relentless person. I mean, I don't care. I'll cheat at Monopoly if I have to. I'll wait till you turn your head, take money. I will come to a card game with aces up my sleeve. I'm a natural fighter, and if I can pass anything on to these girls, that would be it.
Yeah, very good. Take a break here because we have a lot of young girls to talk to. Show's brought to you in part by Steve Kurtzman Associates at Innovative Recycling, 352 South Street, Galleon. Candy Bolin at Bolin Realty, 2 blocks west of the Uptown Galleon Square. John Cross at Cross Carpet and Custom Floors, 302 North Seltzer Street, downtown Crestline. Ellie Miller is up first. She's a sophomore. Welcome back to the show. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Did you enjoy your couple days off this week from school?
Yeah.
Because Monday was a holiday, right? And then Tuesday was a snow day. Did you go back today?
No, we had a remote learning day.
Remote learning. Oh, geez, oh, geez. I wish we would have had remote learning. We would have had to get our own chalkboard and things like that. We didn't have computers back then. But is that hard for you when you don't have school and you're not in that school building to say, well, I still got to go to practice and get kind of focused in on what is expected at practice? Is that hard for you?
Yeah, because at school I wake up early and I'm ready to go, and I just go straight to practice. But around at home all day. I'm like, oh, I have to go to practice at 3 o'clock, so I just lay around all day.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to get in that mode, and you can't really go out and take shots because it's so stinking cold out. There's snow all over the place. Last night, you didn't get the victory, but you closed the gap, as Coach said, and took it to the wire. Where do you feel that, as a whole, this whole team improved just from the first time that you played them?
We're working a lot better together. Like, we have, what's the word?
Chemistry.
Chemistry. We have a lot better chemistry now.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're taking better shots than we used to take. We just used to settle for the 3, and now we're going inside and driving and doing a lot more smart decisions with the ball.
Good for you. Well, keep up the good work, and hopefully you stay in school and don't have to worry about laying around all day and getting ready for practice. So I appreciate you coming out. Kennedi Sipes is next. Hi, Kennedi. It's good to see you again.
You too.
How's life treating you? Okay?
Good.
Yeah? All right. Good in the classroom, too? Mm-hmm. Coach says she doesn't hear anything about you guys. That's a good thing.
We're angels.
Okay, well, self-proclaimed angels. But, no, that's a good thing. I mean, when that's one less worry for him and the rest of the coaches, that they don't have to worry about, are they doing their required homework? Are they skipping school? Are they doing things they're not supposed to be doing? You take that off the table, and now the rest of it's just what he's good at, and that's basketball, and he can teach that. So, health-wise, how you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, no worries there as far as physically. I mean, not sick or anything like that, but the body is doing okay. You're not hurting anywhere, anything along that lines?
I'm good.
Okay, you're in good shape. All right. Lots of games still to come up. You're about 13 in, so you got about 7 or so left in tournament. Have you hit the plateau, do you think, for you, or is there still room? Have you got to the point where you want to be, or do you still want to improve yourself here as the rest of the year goes on?
There's always room for improving.
Yeah. Offensively or defensively?
Both.
Yeah. What do you have to get better at?
Going in more and not settling for the 3.
Yeah, and Ellie talked exactly about that. And, Coach talked about wanting the full 32 out of all of you and got 28 last night. Do you talk about amongst yourselves of, kind of that terminology of empty the tank? Give me everything you got for the time that you're in there, but don't come sitting on the bench with something still in the tank. Do you guys talk about that, or is that a concept that you just haven't got to yet?
Sometimes, like before the games and the huddles, we're like, let's just try our best so Coach Head doesn't scream at us.
Well, and I'm sure he's not doing that to pick on you. He just has expectations and wants to get the best out of you. So we'll keep working really, really hard, and keep the body in shape, and keep after it, okay? Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Next up, we have Brooklyn Gregory. Hi, Brooklyn. How are you?
Good.
Good. Kind of that same mentality. Do you think, it's hard. It's a long season, 22 games, 20 games, whatever it is, plus tournament. It's hard to bring the A game every day. Do you feel like as the season has progressed and things are starting to get, as Ellie said, you're getting a little closer, getting a little tighter, that it's easier to expend that energy and give every ounce of energy that you have in the game, the whole game?
Yeah.
Long question and a very short. Well, no, that's okay. That's okay. So you got some tough games coming up tomorrow night. It starts with a really, really good Loudonville team, a team that really hammered you pretty good the first time around. What do you want to improve upon this tomorrow night when you play them again from where you were the first time?
I mean, they're big, so boxing them out and getting the rebounds.
Yeah, getting a body on them and doing what you need to do for sure. And that's at their place.
Yeah.
Do you like playing down there? Is that a tough? No,
I don't like it.
not like it at all. It's kind of a smaller gym, isn't it?
Yeah.
And their fans, do they get kind of rowdy?
No, I don't really remember. I just don't like their wooden bleachers.
Yeah, the old wooden. Hey, that's another question I wanted to ask you. When you're in the game, do you actually hear what people are saying, or do you just kind of?
No, I don't hear no what.
You just quiet. You not even paying. That's good. That means your head's in the game for sure. So, all right. Well, good luck tomorrow and the rest of the season, and I appreciate you coming out. Next up, we have Ashlyn. No, that's not.
Aiyana.
She's a peach. There we go. Aiyana Horn. I counted wrong. Hi, Aiyana. How are you? You are a senior.
I am.
Are you the lone senior?
Huh?
Are you the lone senior?
Yeah, I'm the only
The
one.
only one, okay.
Yeah, sadly, I'm
And
a
you weren't here before. Have you played your whole time at?
No, this is my first year of
First year.
basketball ever.
Ever?
Ever.
What was the catalyst? What made you want to come out?
I had another friend that was a senior, and we wanted to have a senior year of basketball together
Yeah.
before we went into softball.
Yeah, okay. And you're a softball player too,
Mm-hmm.
okay. What's the season been like? You've never played this sport before. What has it done for you to, just kind of bring fulfillment? I mean, what's the best part of it for you?
I definitely love that I learned something new. I got to be in another sport and make more friends and just challenge myself and better myself physically. It's been I really like it.
Yeah, and even though the wins haven't been there like you would probably hope, when you look back on it, are you gonna, I assume you're gonna be glad that you made the decision to come out?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm definitely glad I joined this year.
Yeah, but in a way, kind of kicking yourself, say, why didn't I do this before, right?
Yeah, I definitely wish I would have tried basketball sooner. But
So as the season gets ready to complete here, what do you want to accomplish for yourself this last year here?
I just want to keep improving and better myself knowledgeably about basketball and just keep having a heart for basketball.
All right, very
Sports in
good.
general.
Yeah, good. Well, thanks for coming. Well
Yeah.
done. Enjoy the rest of your senior year. And next we have up we switched my numbers around. It's Assistant Coach Ellen Zaebst is here. Hi, Ellen. How are you?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
Good. Thank you for coming. And for those of you that can see on video, I mistakenly thought that she was a player because she looks like she could still play.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Where did you play high school basketball?
Crestline, yeah.
You did?
2016 I graduated.
2016?
Yep.
You graduated, so you're the same age as my son at Winford. He graduated
Oh,
in
yeah.
16. So, so what got you into this coaching end of it then?
Well, I've coached middle school since I graduated. I started in 5th and 6th grade girls.
Okay.
And then just coached middle school. And then when Coach Hood got the position, he asked if I wanted to step up. And it's been a great experience. Really.
Yeah, and then you get to coach a varsity game because
Yeah, exactly.
Coach Hood can't be there. Did that bring a lot of nerves to you? Were you a little
I
nervous
don't
about
really
that?
feel like it did, no. I've coached most of the girls here, obviously except Aiyana because she's a senior.
Right.
And then I hadn't coached Maddie yet, but it's really been great. I really relate to the girls, especially being a female athlete.
Yeah.
Especially from Crestline, a very small school.
And really not that far removed, we're talking 6 years removed
Right.
since you played. That's got to help in some regards in the fact that, hey gals, I know what you're going through. I went through this. I
Exactly.
experienced the
Yeah,
same
and we
thing.
had a very small team when I was in school, so
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely relate to being tired, and having your coach have to take time out just to give you a break.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you have aspirations of wanting to be a head coach at some time at
yeah, I
either
could see
some
that.
other school or
I
whatever?
could see that in my future, for sure. I really enjoy coaching basketball. So.
Now, are you a teacher at Crestline as well? Or?
No, I teach over here in Galleon at Head Start.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, preschool teacher.
Oh,
so-
good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good for you. And so, as you've gone through the season, I know it's been difficult. The wins haven't been there. But what have you liked about the way that this group has kind of stuck together and persevered and kind of continued on?
I really feel like even after the New Year, I told the girls, I'm like, did you make a New Year's resolution to just be more a team? Like, they really care about each other, and they talk to each other in and outside of the gym. So it really makes a difference when you want to be around your team.
Yeah, it does. It does. Very good. You are very well spoken.
I appreciate that.
You do a great job in an interview. I really
Thank you.
appreciate that. Well done. Thanks so much for coming. Continued success.
thank you.
Maddie Engler is up next. Maddie's a junior, and I appreciate you coming out. Maddie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Good to see you again. How's the shot going? What did we say last time? Was it buckets? Is that what?
It was.
Yeah.
buckets.
Yeah. Are you still dropping the buckets? You feel-
Last night?
There was sometimes. There was one time I was
We're
like
getting
1 for
there.
12, but last night I scored. I think it was 16.
Good for you.
But
Good for you. Yeah. Now you got a tough Loudonville team coming up. Do you not like playing there either, or you don't really care?
I don't really like their gym either.
Don't say
No.
it. Don't say it.
What,
Yeah, I don't like the Dirty Bird gym.
what is your favorite gym other than yours? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I don't really think I have a favorite.
Okay.
Central Christian.
Not like St. Pete's or anything? Well, you haven't even played them yet, have you?
No, we haven't.
Yeah,
St.
yeah,
Pete's gym's kind of gross here.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, we'll have gym review later then. As you continue on down the year and it's starting to, fewer games left, what's the biggest accomplishment you need to do for yourself?
I think that I need to become more consistent with my shot and also drive in more instead of just taking outside shots.
Yeah, okay, all right. And not always be that looking for the outside, but, and you can draw a lot of harm that way too, can't you? And get fouls and get to the foul line. Yeah, perfect. Well, continued success. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. And finally, Ashlyn Calneck. Thank you, Ashlyn, for coming. I appreciate it. Sophomore on the team. How's your game going so far?
Pretty good.
Getting better?
Yeah.
Better from
definitely.
the beginning to where it is right now?
Yeah.
Because this is your first time playing, right?
Yeah, high school.
Yeah, at the high school level. The confidence is there now a little bit more?
Yeah.
All right. Are you having fun? Regardless of the fact that, you know, the wins haven't been there, are you having fun? Are you having a good time?
Definitely. When you play on a team that is only your friends, you always have fun.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. But it's an interesting dynamic. And do you guys do a lot of stuff outside of the court or practice? I mean, do you get together and do stuff or not so much?
Yeah, we had a New Year's party together, and sometimes we go to the gym, and sometimes we hang out.
Maddie
I don't
goes to the
know.
gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's important because it, you know, the games itself, that's part of it. You want to win, yeah, you want to be successful, but it's relationships that you build that's really, really important. How do you want to close out this year? I mean, you still got 7-8 games left. How do you want to close out and kind of get set for what's going to be coming in the future?
I just think we need to play, just play together, and yeah.
Yeah, just be one whole unit, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, good. Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. One final break here before we talk to Coach Hood to wrap up tonight's show. We're brought to you in part by Terry Gribble and Associates at your Gallion Community Center, YMCA, Dr. Erica Schieper at Bucyrus Veterinary Service, 222 West Mary Street, Bucyrus, Rod Steiger and Associates at Pizza Hut, Gallion and Bucyrus, our host of the show since 1992, and Luann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery Screen Printing, sponsors of our phone board t-shirts. And Coach Hood, as we talked with a couple of the girls, you got Loudonville on the road tomorrow, a team that dealt with you handily earlier in the year. Another chance to play them. Tyler Bates, a really solid coach, a really solid team. Anything that you're expecting different, or you know what you have to do and do the best that you can with it?
We can just do the best that we can do. I think that we've improved on a lot of different things, and tomorrow's the ultimate test to see what we've improved on. I got a lot of respect for Tyler Bates. He's doing a lot of different things that I want to bring to here, but I have to have the support as far as that goes. He's a good coach. We got a chance to really talk. We got some ties. We know some of the same people, and I was intrigued with a lot of what he said, and I even went and watched as a fan him play against senior high.
Okay.
And that was a pretty interesting experience. And you know, the biggest thing, and I'm just gonna reiterate this, I said earlier that we would hit our stride about in December, January, somewhere around that time. And that's the truth. We are starting to hit our stride. And we have a pretty tough schedule. And, you know, next year, if everything stays the same and these girls stay together, we'll really see what improvement we've done as long as we get together and spend some time together in the summer.
Yeah, that's good.
We got a lot of improving to do. There's, and like I said, there's a lot of youth coaches I would love to just yell at right now because some of the things we're having to go back and try to correct with them. But like I said, a great group of girls, and we're just going to do the best we can for the rest of the season and see where it goes.
That's all you can do. Well,
Yes, sir.
continued success. We only have a couple more shows left before the season ends up, so we will see how things progress as we get to that point. But I appreciate you bringing out all the girls tonight. It's great to see you, and good luck tomorrow night.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Coming up a little later tomorrow, we have high school boys basketball on the airwaves on WQEL. It'll be Marion Harding at Gallion. Tip time at approximately 7:30. Friday night, we'll have high school girls basketball. Colonel Crawford at Seneca East on WQEL. And then I will be in for the Friday night phone board at approximately 9 p.m. The Colonel Crawford boys team and head coach David Sheldon will be in the studio with me. Saturday, very, very busy day. 1:30, we have Ohio State men's basketball versus Nebraska Cornhuskers from Columbus. Coverage begins at 1:30. Then we have a doubleheader basketball game on Saturday night, both at 6:30 approximate. On WQEL, it'll be Cary at Winford, and on WBCO, it'll be Colonel Crawford at Bucyrus, and then Will Beard will be in for the Saturday night phone board. And then on Sunday, the 23rd, Ohio State women's basketball, they will be in Piscataway, New Jersey to take on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, coverage beginning at 12:45. I want to thank everyone here at the Galleon Pizza Hut, especially our managers, Bree, Michelle, and Jordan. Thank you to our server tonight, Ian. Danny Wright back in the studio for recording this show tonight. Appreciate her. Our camera operator, Cameron Moon, and Harper Boggs for all that she does here as well. Thank you to Galleon girls basketball coach Shannon Rush and her players. Thank you to Colonel Crawford girls basketball coach Kyle Fenner and Crestline girls basketball coach Lance Hood and his players for joining as well. I want to thank our sponsors and most of all you for tuning in on the Facebook Live. For WQEL Sports, this has been Mike Sparks reminding you, a spirit with a vision is a dream with a mission. Have a good night, everybody.